Hello everyone, I am back with another Wi-Fi battle, and my opponent in this battle is going to be Magnitude once again, and this is going to be an OU battle, which in my opinion is actually a pretty cool one actually, because he and I are both going to carry some kind of heat in our teams, and that's not something you see every day in an OU battle, especially when people like to be very competitive in OU. But yeah, he's going to lead off with himself, which is the Zapdos, and I'm going to lead off with the Togekiss. And here I'm actually going to go for the Roost, because I thought that I would be slower than the Zapdos, but it turns out I wasn't, which is wow. Like, I just played so badly right there. That was a misplay of the century right there. No, that's a hyperbole, but still. I'm gonna switch out because I don't want to take another Thunderbolt, but he actually predicts my switch and goes for Hidden Power Ice. If he were real, he'd actually double switch. But anyway, here he switches out and goes into Venusaur. And I'm just going to go for the Stealth Rocks. And here, I think I'm going to just, stay in. Yeah, I'm going to stay in just because I don't have switch-ins for Mega Venusaur, I don't think anyway. And as a result, I just felt the need to phase this thing out. Because look at that. And not to mention, he tried to predict me anyway, so I guess it works out for me in the end. But yeah, I'm just going to phase him out, and I think it takes him back to his Zapdos again, and here I'm going to try to go for an Earthquake just because I had a feeling he might just hard switch back into Venusaur once again, but he actually doesn't end up doing that. He actually ends up going for just another Hidden Power Ice, just to cripple my Swampert even further. And then here, after this Earthquake, I think here's where I just decide, you know what, screw it, we're just going to go for the Scald, even if he switches back into Venusaur, because if he goes into Venusaur again, I'm just going to be able to at least hope to get the burn. Mega Venusaur anyway, not Venusaur, because Venusaur already Mega Evolved, so, So I'm just going to go for the Scald like I mentioned earlier, and here I'm just going to hope to get the burn. And I do get the burn, which is awesome, because now I can chip this thing down little by little every turn. And then here, instead of switching out, I just decide to stay in and sack Swampert because I feel like I don't really need it anymore, honestly. Just because it already got the rocks up, and it kind of, I don't know. I just felt like I didn't need it, honestly. And what I wanted was a free switch into something. And here I just send in Dragonite. Here I just go for the Dragon Dance. I wasn't worried about the Sleep Powder on this thing, because I do have the Lumberry on this Dragonite, so yeah. He goes into Barbarical, which is this rock type thingy. And I go for the Dragon Dance as he switched it in. And here I'm about to go for the Dragon Claw just to get some damage on this thing. I was hoping to just one-shot it, but I wasn't able to. But here he ends up going for the Razor Shell, and honestly I kind of don't know why, because I felt like he was going to either go for the Stone Edge, hope for a crit, and just one-shot my Dragonite through the multi-skill, or Shell Smash and hope to outspeed my Dragonite after +1. But he did neither of those, and that just got me confused, and now as a result he just loses Barbarical for whatever reason. Oh well. He now goes into Sylveon, which is actually a pretty interesting one, because this Sylveon, watch, I'm going to go for Iron Head here. It doesn't KO the Sylveon, and as a result, it just procs its Weakness Policy. I was like, what the hell? A Weakness Policy Sylveon? Yo, that's actually some heat right there. And he just goes for the Hyper Voice and takes out my Dragonite single-handedly. That's crazy right there. I mean, it's kind of natural for Sylveons to take out Dragonites considering its typing, but still. That was actually kind of cool, nonetheless. Here, I'm just going to go into Lopunny, though, and Mega Evolve into Mega Lopunny, and just take this thing out with a return, because I figure why not. It's free right now, so I figured to take it. I take out this Sylveon as a result, and here he's going to go into himself again. And here I was actually very worried if he was actually switching this thing in strictly to go for some kind of status move such as Toxic or Thunder Wave, so I just go for the Substitute. But nah, he just goes for Roost. I was actually expecting, yeah, Thunder Wave or Toxic from this thing. But he didn't go for either of those, he just went for the Roost. I'm just going to go for the Ice Punch and take this thing out. Or not take it out, but do damage to it. And since I'm behind a Substitute now, I'm actually more confident in taking this thing out, even if I have to 3-shot this thing. But it seems like I was able to take it out with one more Ice Punch, actually. which once again is actually kind of surprising because there was a matchup where I actually faced the Zapdos, and I think it was the one that the Killer Nashi used against me, where I wasn't able to two-shot a Zapdos. But I think it was probably just due to the prior damage that I got on this Zapdos compared to the one that I got in that other one, that other battle that I had with Nacho, where I wasn't able to finish the Zapdos off with Lopunny. But either way, I do take out the Zapdos, and here he goes. Steve goes in the Magnezone, and here I substitute again because once again I was just afraid of him trying to go for Thunder Wave. Because why else would he switch these mons into Lopunny? It just, I don't know. I wasn't really sure about that. So I just went into that, and he went into Magnezone, and I just switch out after he breaks my substitute with a Thunderbolt. I decided to sack Volcanion, which actually kind of sucks because, I mean, I wanted to put some work with Volcanion, but I didn't get to do that. But the good news is that I do get a free switch into Starmie, and this Starmie is actually quite some heat because actually this is the one that actually carries Reflect type, which I almost never see, by the way. But yeah, and as a result, I'm able to actually trace the typing of Magnezone, and now I can resist these Thunderbolts. And the goal here is just to go for Skulls, just to chip this thing down, so that once this Starmie goes down, if it goes down, I can send in Mega Lopunny and just finish it off with a Drain Punch. I was hoping for the burn with the Scald as well, but I wasn't able to get it, so yeah. Speaking of Starmie, there's actually something really funny that I just noticed. In the first battle that I had with Steve, I actually used the Zapdos, and he actually used the Starmie. Now, in this battle, it is I that's using the Starmie, and he's the one using the Zapdos. That's actually kind of funny, actually, not gonna lie. But yeah, Starmie goes down now, and now I'm just gonna go into Lopunny and just Drain Punch this Magnezone to oblivion. And boom, this thing is gone. And then after this, I think he goes into I forgot what his last his other Pokemon was. This isn't his last Pokemon, by the way. Yeah, he goes into Dragonite. There we go. And here he's gonna take some Rocks damage, which is very useful because that just breaks the multi-skill. Now here I'm gonna go for the Ice Punch, and I'm actually surprised he didn't go for the E-Speed here because that would have been enough. It would have been nice to get some residual damage on Mega Lopunny before going down, honestly. Now here he's just going to go into his last Pokemon, which is Venusaur, and here I go for Substitute once again because I was really afraid that this thing might carry Sleep Powder, but it didn't carry it, or at least he didn't go for it. He went for Giga Drain and broke my Substitute. And then here I was like, you know what, he has not gone for a single damn status move like I kept thinking all this time he would have. So I'm just gonna go straight for the goddamn return and just take this damn thing out. Except I don't, because this thing actually lives. But the good news is that I actually do take this Giga Drain pretty well. Well, not pretty well, but I do live it basically. And as a result, I'm just able to finish this Mega Venusaur off with another return anyway. So yeah. Had he E-Speeded there with Dragonite, I think he would have been able to take Mega Lopunny out, and then it would have just come down to a speed tie between Togekiss and Mega Venusaur, and he could have won that, but he didn't go for E-Speed on Mega Lopunny like he should have to take it out with Venusaur later, but oh well, what can you do? Either way, that was a good game nonetheless. It was good, it was close and whatnot. And honestly, it was actually kind of cool that I got to battle Magnitude once again, because honestly, this is not a guy that you get to battle every day, honestly. Especially since he's one of those people that actually does a lot of draft leagues, and it's usually with those people that he battles a lot, and not just some simpleton like myself. So, but yeah, so it's pretty much an honor for me to have battled him again. But yeah, anyways, good game to Steve, aka Magnitude, and hopefully y'all enjoyed this battle once again. And yeah, feel free to leave your thoughts as usual, and I'll catch you in the next video, and take it easy.